show this week, we're showing the best of tea time, from celebrities to CEOs to bureaucrats.
The number of people that go to see it may be immense.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't bring in the kind of money that you spent, then it's a bad investment.
Unless the people of Bengal think that they are benefiting from her being around in material terms, there would certainly be issues of her getting re-elected.
People definitely like to upgrade and definitely like to adopt into new areas of interest here.
In news, Luke Guthrie wins Web.com's WNB Golf Classic, and Brandt Snedeker pulls away to win the Tour Championship and FedEx Cup.
Bachchan, thank you so much for joining us. I noticed you had a good tee off. Does that sort of cement your interest in golf in some way?
I'm not a good golfer. I've never played golf as much as I would like to, but I've been on the course a couple of times. And don't get too much time to play golf now.
I'm guessing not.
But it's wonderful to see this facility and to find that so many people taking a lot of interest.
That's good. Does it inspire you though? Because I mean, I imagine at some point in life you will find the time for it.
I hope so, yes. Does that mean I have to retire?
I guess that's impossible with a person like you.
No, but yeah, it's very relaxing. It's the odd times that I've been on the course, it's very quiet, very peaceful.
Were you ever a person interested in sport? I imagine you may not have had the time, but there's always that interest somewhere behind, right?
Oh yeah, I think when you're in school, you play all the games and you get somewhat proficient in some of them, but that's about it. I think
that's about it. But I do know that your grandson has been picking up the game in Delhi. So does that make you feel like, at least to inspire your grandson?
Yeah. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned it because we were together in Goa just a couple of days ago, and I took him out to the putting green, and he was marvelous. And I told his mother, get him to a professional or something, because he's got a nice swing and he's very athletic, has a lot of the correct poise and the correct way of how to hit the ball. I think he'll turn out to be a good player.
Pick up the film industry, given the kind of new ideas we're seeing surface, and many of them happen to be on tight budgets, something that the industry is still new to. Do you think this is the way we are going to now be? The business of films will become more important than just the whole idea of the big blockbuster?
Yeah, I mean, you see, you can't combine the two things. Business will depend upon how many number of people want to go and see a film. Whether you want to spend a lot of money and whether the film demands that kind of money, that's an individual decision. But to say that just because in the recent past a lot of the films that have been made on a limited budget have done well, it goes to show that perhaps our funding and our financing needs to be rectified.
And in what sense?
If you're going to make a big budget film and you're going to spend a lot of money and you do not have the means or the capacity in the market to retrieve it, then that's a failure. The film may be liked, the number of people that go to see it may be immense,
yeah.
But if it doesn't bring in the kind of money that you spent, then it's a bad investment. What is happening is I think that the pricing is failing, and maybe the market is not just yet ready for the very large budgeted films, though there are some films which have done huge business. So when one sees that, one tries to reach that peak every time. There's nothing wrong in that, provided, of course, you're sure that what you're making is going to bring you back
What
that
does
money.
that reflect? Evolution of the viewer or the audience, or does that tell us a little bit about the stage of the industry, from the film side?
Yeah, I think it's got to be a bit of both. There's a great amount of awareness about cinema now than there was, say, 20, 30 years ago. The coming up of multiplexes, the kind of facilities that are being provided for the viewer, the enhancement of theatres, for example, has been huge. Television has become very big. People are more aware of the entertainment side. In a sense, television is a very strong competitor to film.
True.
And but on the other hand, I think it's very healthy rivalry. What people get to see free of cost in their bedroom, we have to endeavor to see that they're ready to pay some money and come out and see something which is better than what they see on television.
Concerned would you be about everyday news around controversy, scams and so on that continue to mar our country? Do you think it's a natural part of our growing into a developed nation?
There are two things. One, the fact that what is happening is obviously not digestible for the common man.
Yeah.
The other is how the media plays up to it and what is going to do with it, whether it has a certain code of conduct, how much must they expose, is it going to harm the people, is it going to harm the polity. All that is I think in a very nascent stage at the moment, and I think as time goes by we will find a lot of improvement in the way news comes out and in the way perhaps corruption is curtailed.
And you're enjoying your time at Kensville today?
Absolutely, yes. Thank you.
Such a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Dua. Good to have you.
Actually.
It's been a while. It's so nice to catch up with you. I'm sure golf is something that you're getting plenty of time for, less and less for the economy. But you must be spending some time reading, engaging what the hell is going on in India today.
Pretty interesting stuff going on. Once in a while, of course, apart from reading, I do keep writing about it as well.
Indeed, so I've been reading up some of your stuff. So tell me, are you worried today about India's growth and the dwindling number of GDP?
I think we're performing much below our potential. We have the capacity, we have the basic fundamentals of the economy which are still intact, yet somehow or the other we're not any longer delivering what we are capable of. I think there are issues which we need to address. The first one is, how do we step up the investment rate? Suddenly we find that the investment, which was in the region of 34 to 35% of the GDP, is now down by at least 8 to 10%.
The investment in the country has gone down.
Absolutely.
But that's conscious, isn't it? Private sector said, I'm not going to invest. Look at the global crisis. Look at the state of the Indian economy. Look at the political situation.
Absolutely.
I want to put a hold.
See, absolutely. This is what I'm getting at. I'm saying that the GDP growth is a function of the investment. If you do not invest, whether it's an Indian investor or a foreign investor in India, it is bound to reflect itself in terms of slower rate of growth.
Right.
One of the reasons earlier was that the Reserve Bank kept on increasing the interest rates in the country. Now they put a halt to it, in fact reversed it by 500 basis or 50 basis points.
Right, indeed.
But the question is, even if the Reserve Bank keeps on bringing down the interest rates, it does not automatically mean investment rate would go up. We need to bring in alongside a number of structural reforms in the economy.
Nice shot.
Might make the green.
Lovely. That takes you to the green.
Yes.
You've been associated with it for so long. Golf obviously happened to you as a part of bureaucracy, didn't it? Where did you pick it up?
In this very course, some was a bit earlier. When I used to be in Mumbai, I started playing at the US club course in Mumbai, in Colaba. Okay, that's where I started. But then I moved on to Delhi, and it's been now almost 2 decades here.
What was your first job as a bureaucrat?
Oh, as every IAS officer starts in the field, absolutely, in what we call in Maharashtra, which was my cadre of the IAS, we were called assistant collectors. Or in northern India, they are more popularly known as subdivisional magistrates or SDM.
So what has been the most memorable instance of you being, you know, a subdivisional magistrate? What was the one thing that either surprised you, shocked you, impressed you at that time?
I was at a first political function where the local minister was addressing, and there wasn't a good enough road to link up that village with the main highway.
Right.
The minister, when the public complained to him about the road, he looked at me and he said, if this road isn't there within a month's time, I'll suspend you. And I said, I'm 6 days old, this is my 7th day in service, already the first suspension order has been, the threat of it has been. The minister, when the public complained to him about the road, he looked at me and he said, if this road isn't there within a month's time, I'll suspend you. And I said, I'm 6 days old, this is my 7th day in service, already the first suspension order has been, the threat of it has been given to me. With great difficulty, I kept quiet till we reached the circuit house where the minister was staying, and I was also in another room. There I asked him, sir, I have been trained in this state for about a year, but from what I understand of the administration, the road building is not under the SDM. No, he said, I didn't mean it at all, but I have to impress my people, and unless I say I can suspend the senior most officer and you happen to be the one, that's why. But he says, don't take me seriously at all. Good one. Yes, you got it? Ah, that was an arrow.
The point is that coalition is going to become a part of life in Indian
Absolutely.
political system, which will also mean that if regional parties get stronger, maybe the government at centre will often remain weak.
Absolutely.
Because we will always be governed by what are the peripherals.
Yeah, and that's
That
what
is not-
that's what all federalism is about.
That might be the case, but that's not very good news for the economy. We're not going to take tough decisions then. Patter.
After a while, the regional parties would also realize that they can get elected only if they deliver, and if they are able to impact positively the economic welfare of the people they govern.
You imagine Mamata Banerjee doing that?
Certainly, for the time being, she might be under compulsions because she wants to prove a point. She's just come back to power, but let her get closer to the next round of elections unless she is able to deliver, unless the people of Bengal think that they are benefiting from her being around. In material terms, there would certainly be issues of her getting re-elected.
Well, that's the answer I was really looking for to get it clear. Thanks very much. I appreciate your time, Mr. Dua.
Thank you very much.
Good
I
luck with your
enjoyed-
golf
I
and your
enjoyed
time
talking
as
to
a
you.
corporate.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I know you're familiar with the course, so that's an advantage that you have,
Yes,
being
I
right
am.
here. But you live right here next to the Unitech course, and you're in Noida. How's it all going for you? Every morning a game of golf?
Yes, game of golf. It's very close to my house. I'm just about a kilometer down the road, so it's very easy for me to just come in, play 9 holes and walk out.
You know, you've been synonymous with Samsung from the time I remembered Samsung has existed, and you've been around. You just stuck with the company. It's really working for you?
Yeah, it is. I think it's been a great experience, a great journey. I think last almost now 16 years with Samsung. And from where we came and from where we are now, I think it's been a great journey. Today, at least, I can say with a lot of pride that we have the most loved brand in the country.
If you look at the Indian market, what is it that's exciting or driving it today? Is it the whole playbook scenario? Is that what it's all about? The iPad, the playbook, the touch screen?
Yeah, I think that's one part of the business. I think that's more on the telecom side. I would say on the communication side, but not forgetting the entertainment side and the home appliance side, which is equally more strongly growing because the level of penetration there in those categories are very, very, very low. If you talk of refrigerators, washing machines, televisions, and now especially the driving business, I would say now in India is strongly on the flat panel side. The flat panel TVs are really caught on in India, and the growth levels are almost close to 90%. So that kind of category, which is growing almost 90%, you can see the kind of one can have the kind of scope we have to move in our new products there. So it's a large growth area.
When you say that that's a large growth area, is it just unique about the Indian market that that's true? Or do you think this was mirrored in places like China and other places?
I think it was really mirrored because since CRT has gone obsolete, absolutely, and the new technologies, especially the LEDs and the 3Ds are moving pace strongly across the globe, and India can't be left behind these. India is equally strong in terms of adopting new technology. So I think once you have a product here, people definitely like to upgrade and definitely like to adopt into new areas of interest here. I'll just go down and take my shot.
Super. How is it to work with the Koreans? And how are the Koreans sort of doing here in India in general? I mean, LG, Samsung have been the mascots of growth from an emerging market standpoint.
Yes, I think they pitched in at the right time, and they, I think, had a clear mission to be in India with local sourcing. They never banked on imports. I think that's their strategy always. In any country they walk in, they ensure that we set up a local company and make it more locally driven, and also they always make sure that the production also gets locally organized, and that's why a reason that they have been investing continuously in the infrastructure for the last almost 15 years now.
We were talking about India and the kind of business growth that you've seen here. How much of a hub is the India the India segment to the rest of the world?
For the globe contribution?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are close to about 3% now. I think the target is to get close to 5%.
By
India,
when?
Well, I think 2013 is the target to get close to about 5%, because the fact is that globally also Samsung is growing very strongly. So the gap, which you see the gap in terms of our local contribution to the global turnover, has not changed much.
That's
because
right.
of the fact, because both are growing simultaneously. But definitely we see ourselves getting to the 5% state in the next 2-3 years' time now. From now, a short shift from here maybe.
Ruchi, there's one thing I wanted to ask you, that particularly because you are directly in touch with consumers, how much is inflation impacting your business?
Well, it does, and it is somewhere, because I think the kind of growth which we had anticipated this year in the beginning, we are growing, but I think we could have grown better, what I see, because the demand for durables is very high, definitely, and what we had foreseen last year, ending Q4, and what we had seen would be Q1 outlook, it was much larger in terms of size. We are still growing, but what I see...
So are you 10% lower than optimal? 15?
Well, I would say, we would say about 10% away from the kind of goal which we had set for ourselves, because I think the customer is willing to invest, but looking at the inflation around him, he's little, concerned, and he is taking some more time to decide. That's what is hurting our business.
Lovely. With a good part and a good game, can we convince you to sing a little bit for us? For our viewers who are all the time looking at the game, they should also get another insight into our guest.
It's a very old song from a movie called Blackmail.
Okay.
पल पल दिल के पास तुम रहती हो, पल पल दिल के पास तुम रहती हो, जीवन मीठी प्यार ये कहती हो, पल पल दिल के पास तुम रहती हो.
Very nice, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Our viewers are pretty happy. That was a good part and a song. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.